Well, an arrest warrant issued for a Canton grandmother who didn't show up in court this week. The reason she didn't show up, because right now she's in the ICU fighting for her life.
19 Investigates has learned that the woman had a medical emergency hours after she was booked into the Stark County Jail.
And for the last 2 weeks, her loved ones say she's been in a vegetative state at the hospital.
Investigator Kelly Kennedy has been digging through records and hours of video from the jail, trying to get answers for her heartbroken family.
I have a warrant for 10 hours of community service. If you're going to take me to jail for 10 hours of community service, just do it.
Early in the morning on March 9th, Canton police were called to a Robincourt home for a domestic disturbance.
911, where's your emergency?
I need the police. This woman out here tripping.
When they arrived, 61-year-old Tangi Johnson, who wasn't directly involved in the incident, immediately told police she had a warrant for not completing community service stemming from a misdemeanor arrest in 2018.
I gotta go to jail for 10 hours.
Face that wall, put your hands behind your back.
Tina Friedman is Johnson's sister.
She's my best friend. We just did everything together.
You don't want these problems. You don't want to go to jail. You probably should have just gone to your community service. Sounds like a you problem.
You know what? I'm sick. I have COPD and I have a bad heart.
Friedman says her sister has been on oxygen for the past 4 years.
Tangi was in and out of the hospital all the time. She was on oxygen here 70% of the day.
Johnson arrived at the jail a little after 5:30 a.m. According to jail documents, Johnson was intoxicated when she arrived and told corrections officers she had a chronic lung disease and a heart condition, but not that she was on oxygen. Her son, Justin Johnson, doesn't buy it.
Do you think it's possible because she was drinking, she may have forgot to mention the oxygen?
No, she's very vocal about this.
I dug through hours of body camera and jail surveillance video, but there are some important parts missing. The Stark County Sheriff's Office, who operates the jail, told me it wasn't until Johnson woke up a few hours later that she asked for oxygen. I'm told there is no audio or video recording of Johnson asking for oxygen. Records show that Johnson was put on oxygen at 1:44 p.m. After that, Johnson complained she was having difficulty breathing. There is also no video or audio recordings of that. At 5:05, you can see a nurse bring Johnson inhalers to her cell. About 10 minutes later, she's taken to the jail clinic for a breathing treatment. At around 5:20, Johnson starts to crash. COs and nurses performed CPR for 14 minutes.
Yeah, where the are they here? No. Oh, they need to step it up.
23 minutes later, Canton paramedics put Johnson in the ambulance and took her to the hospital.
I think my sister was begging for oxygen because she's so dependent upon it, and I think they didn't take her seriously.
Johnson is still here at Cleveland Clinic Mercy Hospital in Canton, but her family tells me she's in a vegetative state and is on life support. Doctors tell the family she only has about a 10% chance of survival.
I took it pretty hard, and I'm still taking it hard. She's got grandkids.
So how did Johnson end up in jail in the first place? Coming up in the next 10 minutes, I'll explain how this all started with a busted headlight. Reporting in Canton, Kelly Kennedy, 19 News.